Welcome back, all 10 of my subscribers. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Mandela effect, which I am actually obsessed with, so buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. To start off, let me just explain what it is, in case you don't know. Basically, it's when a bunch of people, like a shit ton of people, remember something one way or something that happened and then it didn't actually happen. And it started with Nelson Mandela, and a bunch of people remember him dying in prison, and people say that they saw news segments of his funeral and everything, but he actually died years later, not in prison. Does it make any fucking sense to you? And now we have the Mandela effect, which is what we're going to talk about today. Okay, let's get started. You might have heard of the Berenstain Bears, which is this book series sort of thing for kids, but a lot of people remember it being the Berenstain Bears, which is what I remember. I remember reading it in elementary school, and it was definitely Berenstain. I don't know where Berenstain came from. That makes no freaking sense to me. That's real stupid. If you remember the Snow White movie, you remember the evil queen talking to her mirror. She says, "Blank blank, who is the fairest of them all?" Most people remember her saying, "Mirror, mirror." It's actually magic mirror. And you need to go find a clip of this and listen to it right now because it is the trippiest thing ever. It just makes no sense to me. It was definitely Mirror, Mirror. Remember that weird movie that came out with Lily Collins and it was some sort of Snow White thing? It was called Mirror, Mirror because that's what the evil queen said. If she said Magic Mirror, the movie would have been Magic Mirror. But it was Mirror, Mirror. Real quick, I don't watch Star Wars. I just don't. But the one line from it that I knew for sure was in it was, "Luke, I am your father." But apparently he says, "No, I am your father," which that might not be a Mandela effect. Maybe I just don't know Star Wars lines because I don't watch it. But I would have bet money that he said, "Luke, I am your father." Okay, this one is for sure a Mandela effect, okay? Sex and the City used to be called Sex in the City. I remember because my mom was obsessed with the show when I was younger, and I remember being like, Sex in the City? That's a really weird title. Do people not have sex in the city normally? Like, are they not supposed to have sex when they're in the city? There are clips from award shows where they call the show Sex in the City, but it's actually Sex and the City, which is stupid. Anybody heard of Jiffy peanut butter? I bet you have. But it's actually called Jif peanut butter. It was never called Jiffy. Think about the Mona Lisa real quick. Is she smiling? No, probably not, because she's not smiling in the painting. But apparently, she does smile in it. She had a freaking glow up or something. Remember that episode of Wizards of Waverly Place when Alex has that weird spell that brings paintings to life? And she brings Mona Lisa to life, and before that she's talking about how the Mona Lisa's not smiling, and then when she goes back in the painting, she has this necklace on, and then she is smiling, and Alex is like, "Look, at least she's smiling now." Apparently she was smiling the whole time, which means that episode makes no sense. Okay, this one, when I was doing some research for this video, I saw this one. I'd never heard about it before, but apparently the song "We Are the Champions," like the end is supposed to go, "We are the champions of the world," and apparently it doesn't do that anymore, and I remember it doing that, and I remember in Chicken Little he sings that song, and it does that.
But gone is the loser, 'cause I am the champion of the world. We are the champions. We are the champions. Losers, 'cause we are the champions.
you liked that video, because I liked filming it. So if you did, make sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and maybe I'll make another one where I talk about theories about the Mandela effect and why it happens, because they're pretty interesting. Okay, bye!